Hello and welcome back to Northrend. So it's been a very long time, and to those of you who are not aware of what I do in this series, it's really more just me chatting, and the backdrop of me chatting is Northrend, because it's my favourite place in the game, specifically Howling Fjord. Yeah, I love the place. So, anyway, the main thing I want to talk about in today's episode, or at least the bits that I can sort of fit some rambling into, is just the channel and how the growth has been absolutely crazy. But right now, this quest is fun. We need to grapple... We need to grapple things? What are we doing? I think we need... Yeah, we need to grab this stuff. This is one of the very, sort of first vehicle quests that you're introduced to. There's this and one of the other ones on the other side of the fjord. But still, this is back when stuff like this was really cool. Like, when the vehicle mechanic just was not really in the game. And it was really such a massive step up from what we had in Burning Crusade. Of course, sometimes they went a little bit too far with vehicles, like in Malagos. I know a lot of people didn't like the vehicle element of that fight. I thought it was kind of fun because it was a free kill, but whatever. Some people certainly didn't like it. But anyway, yeah, the channel and stuff. So, in about 2 weeks, the channel's pretty much doubled in terms of subscribers. That's absolutely crazy. Like, I used to be happy with getting like 500 or 600 subscribers a month. Now it's like 1,500, more even, depending on some stuff. So it's absolutely insane. I mean, I had 2,600 on like the 9th of September, maybe a little bit more, and just since then, holy crap, it's ridiculously grown. And what am I going to get? Stamina, crit, attack power. I may as well go for that. But the nice thing about it is that actually it gives me a lot of options. And now I'm able to put like way more time into YouTube, which is pretty much great for everyone because I get to do what I enjoy, and you guys get more content, which is a good thing. You've probably noticed I've been getting 3 videos out a day solidly, which is something I'm very happy about as one of my goals. Where are these guys not, like, they're not spawning, the gargoyles? This is very strange. What are you doing, game? But anyway, no, it's kind of good for everyone, really, the better this channel gets. Because, yeah, more subs means more views means I actually make enough revenue to pay the bills, which means I don't have to get a part-time job and do university at the same time, because if that happened, well, 1 video a day would probably be stretching it, which is, oh, there's the fucking gargoyles. I'm an idiot. So, yeah, it's good stuff. You know what, that machine gun? Bloody useless. Just like a few hundred damage. It's kind of cool though, I don't know why, but this kind of did feel like dogfighting to me at the time. It really doesn't feel like dogfighting now. I wonder if there's like some weird scaling issue here? Yeah, I'm doing like hardly any damage to anything here. That's really weird, these stupid gargoyles, die, come on. 1,500 damage, that's really not a lot. But the good news is they're nearly all dead, so, yeah. Victory, we're getting places, doing things. Things to talk about. Yes, there's a whole bunch of sort of like new series and things that I want to do, because I know that right now the channel's really staying alive with WoW Daily and loads of guides. Now, guides I love because, you know, they bring in loads of new people seem to enjoy them, they help people out, which is one of the nicest things about doing YouTube, is you can help people. Which is cool, so I enjoy doing guides, and right now there's been loads and loads of boss guides, to the point where there's like 4 of them yesterday, 2 today, with more on the way tomorrow and during the weekend. I think I want to make it so that people know that my channel's a place they can come for guides. I think I've finished with that quest. Yeah, and if people know that my channel's a place where they can come to guides, then hopefully, you know, it'll grow a little bit. I know I'm never going to be like Fat Boss or anything like that, because they're just insanely big. Like, they are pretty much the World of Warcraft guide people. Which I think is unfortunate, because there's other people who I think do a better job of doing a guide. Because as much as the Fat Boss videos are kind of fun, 25% of them is needless banter instead of actual teaching. What do you call him? Averelia? Something like that? He does good guides. And, what do you call it? She did Tank Spot. Wrath of the Lich King, she did loads of tank spot guides, I forget her name. Burzlo's really good as well, so yeah, no, there should be more diversification with guide people. It's funny, since Warcraft had that little dip, it's as if a lot of the guide people kind of disappeared. I remember back in the day where like Lich King 25 guide, if you did that, views everywhere. It's weird, it's as if like the interest in raiding has kind of died out a little bit. I think one of the things about ICC is every player was so invested in that instance because Arthas was such a prominent part of the whole expansion. Whereas I don't really know if they captured the same with Garrosh. They certainly tried. That's beyond a shadow of a doubt. They definitely did try to do that. But there's something about Arthas, you know? Oh, Scourge device. What is this? Place it. Oh, just deliver it to some guy. You know what? That. Oh, right. He's just over there. Well, that I can do. I'm pretty sure it involves some big like those pillars over there. I remember this quest. It's funny. I still remember parts of this. I can't wait to get to the Grizzly Hills. That was one of my favorite parts of this place. But anyway, I was talking about doing different series and stuff. And right now it's loads of guides and that kind of thing. And I do want to bring it into more series, and I'm just not sure what way to do that. Which is a problem, because not being sure about things kind of sucks. I'm thinking of doing like a Q&A thing. I've been asked from time to time to do that, and I think it would be pretty successful. Or at least relatively, and it's nice for subscribers to get more personal videos instead of me just being the voice that tells them information. So that would be cool. Yeah, thinking of doing a Q&A thing. As for, like, other games, not World of Warcraft, bar Hearthstone, I'm not really sure. I mean, a part of me would love to do, like, Rome Total War or something, because I really enjoy the Total War games. And that said, Rome doesn't really work at the minute. Slight problem there. But I don't really know if that would fit in the main channel, and there's already enough videos that go up on it a day for World of Warcraft, so I really think that would be a good idea. And honestly, right now, like, the closer we get, like, we're kind of in the lull of news at the minute. Give it like a month or maybe a few weeks, and that's when we'll start hearing about 5.5, so it's not like there's going to be a lack or a drought of main channel content. That's definitely not going to happen. I will find a way to keep everyone, like, amused, I guess. So yeah, things that I could do, like, there's always PvP, that's something you can go back on, it's pretty on demand, but I don't really, like, I know I'm not that great at PvP, and I kind of enjoy it from time to time, but honestly, raiding's my thing. Raiding's what I'm good at, and it's what I'm experienced at, and it's what I have a guild for, and also I'm on a PvE server. So that's something. I'm definitely going to continue this series, and I'd like to do it a little bit more whenever I have a topic that I want to talk about. Because you can sort of weave it in well with the world and Northrend and just chat, and I think it's a nice chilled out thing. Plus it's also just one of my favourite videos to record. It's one of the few times I can just sort of sit down and chat. Not something I'm used to doing, funny enough. Like, usually I kind of go into videos with this like mindset where I know exactly what I want to talk about and say, whereas I can kind of meander and go off course in one of these videos, which is kind of fun. Well, either infuriating to watch or fun, one of the two. Hopefully it's fun. So yeah, what did I talk about? I said about Q&A thing being a possibility, but one I'm not really sure about. That. PvP, probably not going to be a thing. Other games, probably not going to be a thing. Transmog is something that I find kind of fun, so I might do more of that. Money making is kind of funny, because I know that I am able to make money whenever I want to. I just kind of couldn't be bothered to do guides and stuff, because there's other people who do it better, so I don't really see the point in me doing it. Plus, I know I kind of struggle to do that right, because I don't know, maybe I should do that. As for class guides, there'll be the odd Hunter tips video, because I think it's always fun to do tips videos. So they'll still be a thing, because I play Hunter main. I don't really think I'll be maining any other classes for a long time. And with patch 5.5, I really like where they took the Hunter. I just think it's such a fun class to play, so I really like it. Yeah, I just don't have the time to main something else and have to gear it up and, you know, god damn it, Necrotech. Interesting name. Interesting armor. Really interesting armor. Like all warlocks, it involves the head of a dead sheep. Come on, Servitor Shade. Go away, we don't care about you. Alright, I'm gonna go back hand this thing in. So, yeah, I don't know. If anyone has, like, ideas about channel stuff, and probably, like, preferably not stuff that requires extreme amounts of work. And I know that sounds lazy, but I also have university and I need to learn new programming languages next year. Like, in 1 year I need to learn C hash. Wow, I said that. C# and C++, which should be fun, but takes up time. So, yeah, I don't know, it's kind of hard to know what to do, really. What thing do we want to get here? Well, those replace Greaves from Burning Crusade, so I think we should definitely go with those. I kind of wish I started this series off in Nagrand, because that's my favorite, one of my favorite places. Definitely my favorite in that place, Outland, yeah. I really like Nagrand. I'm not too sure what it is. Even those quests that are like, go kill 20 Tabuks or something, I still love them, and I don't know why. Because it's not nostalgia. It's just something about that zone, the music as well. I love the music in that place. Funny, same here. Actually, generally I enjoy zones that have music I like a lot more, like the Timeless Isle. I just love the music in there, and I sort of seem to enjoy it because of that. I wish I could get rid of this stupid rested XP. I don't want it. Don't out-level these places too quickly. I remember this being a really annoying quest. I think there's an item for it. I don't know. Maybe if we attack these, something will happen. We'll see. Okay, we free this guy and he kills me. Brilliant. That's exactly what I wanted. I'm gonna have to read this up. Dark Club Bats, blah blah blah. Firecrackers. Oh wow. Hello, Widow. Nice to have you here. Firecrackers. There we go. Stick those in our hotbar. Where are the things? I remember doing this in like, I think day 1 of the expansion or day 2 or something. And it was very hard to find bats that hadn't already been spooked. But now, considerably easier. That's funny, I wonder what the next expansion will be like for leveling. I'm not really sure. If it keeps on going in the mop direction, I'll be very unhappy. Because the Mist of Pandaria leveling is just so ridiculously streamlined that there's no adventure in it. It's just a big long list of tasks to do. And they overuse quest mechanics and gimmicks to the point where nothing really feels special. So yeah. Mop questing, I thought it was the worst part of the whole expansion. Which is a pity because the world I thought could have been really interesting. Places like Dreadwastes I just hated. Actually, I don't know anyone who enjoyed Dreadwastes. Initially I thought Jade Forest was cool, but then I got really bored of it. Which is weird, and that was even like my first time through Pandaria. I was bored stiff of the leveling experience. Usually that doesn't happen to me, usually I just like burst through it. It actually took me about 5 months to hit 90. And I didn't really play in 5.1 and 5.2. No, I did play a lot in 5.2. I didn't really play in 5.0, and I came in kind of near the end of 5.1, I think. Like the last few months of that whole raid tier. It was a weird raid tier, I'm not really sure what I think about it. I didn't like the Klaxi place. Just because I didn't like the motif, I didn't like the Klaxi, I think they're kind of boring and not fun. I think like the Nerubians and the Kajari, or you know, the Anchorage people, I think they're way more interesting. As far as like old god worshipping bug people are. And that, I like Mogushan Vaults, I thought it was pretty cool. And the place at the end was great. Like the one that had Li Shi and the dragon and stuff like that. Although the Sha of Anger, whatever that final Sha boss was, it, like for an end tier boss, I think it was just literally the most boring, lazy piece of crap that Blizzard have like made for a boss all expansion. It was so bad. At least now they're making good bosses. I'm really enjoying the siege ones. We recently downed up to Nazgrim, and it's pretty nice because in one farm night we got to just past Iron Juggernaut. And since we'd only killed Galakras and Juggernaut once before, it was pretty cool because we now pretty much just have them on farm, which is really nice. So yeah, raiding's going really well. Actually, I wonder if there's any better way I can do raid content. I still want to do guides because people like them, but sometimes there's... I remember I did some like preview videos. Maybe I could do kind of like that, where it's just the fight and me talking through it and like chatting. They seem to go down pretty well with people. I'm not too sure if that's something that's really worthwhile outside of the PTR though. We'll have to see. I don't know. I'm sure I'll make a way to make something work. But yeah, other content to do in the channel. I'm kind of thinking on the fly here. I'm not really sure. I mean, like there'll always be WoW Daily. That'll be a thing. Northrend will be a thing. Hearthstone will be a thing. So there's 3 different things, and honestly I could just do like 2 videos a day and rotate between them, but I don't really think that would be that interesting to everyone. I still want to keep like interesting new content that's not scripted. No, I don't mean not scripted, I mean not scheduled, you know? I think when channels really start to get boring is when they release the same thing every day, like forever. And I don't mean that in the sense of WoW Daily, but I mean the people who do, like, say, Let's Players who do, like, they do one series every Monday and Tuesday, or then another series every Wednesday and Thursday, or, you know, they're just stuck in a cycle. And I think that's really bad for growing the channel and keeping people interested in what you're doing, because they just know what to expect all the time. Whereas I like being able to just throw out like a random guide to making more timeless coins in the Isle. I like to just be able to throw out random shit like that that's interesting to people. So yeah, that'll continue. Hopefully in 5.5 there'll be enough like substantial content for me to cover. That would be nice. I should probably do Proving Grounds, but I don't find them interesting at all myself. Like, to me, they're just a tool for new people, like, of no relevance to me whatsoever, so, yeah, I don't know. I wonder if Proving Grounds really worked. I think it's an idea that just needs to be expanded further upon. I think, like, probably the best thing that they did in this expansion, or this, like, raid tier, is Connected Realms and Flex. When I say best, I just mean best for the overall game in the long term. I think those two will be massive. It's funny, like, they lost so much, like, in the way of subscribers and goodwill with Cataclysm and then the ridiculous amounts of 5.0 dailies, but I think they're doing a very good job of earning it back, and earning back at least some respect in people. Like, there's always going to be the people that say, OMG, WoW is dying, and that's funny because they're frankly idiots, because they don't know numbers, and how numbers work, and how Warcraft has got very strong numbers. Still, despite the fact it's on the downturn, which, come on, it had to happen at some point. I just think, like, if they had have... I think what really contributed to WoW having its downturn was that in the end of Wrath, they left us for 9 months without any new proper content. Apart from Howling, but Howling wasn't really content. That was just like one boss that you finished in a night and it was done. Not a very efficient use of resources to design an entire one encounter to last people months. It was really stupid, that. Oh god. Spiders. Oh wait, I'm a Death Knight, I have ridiculous abilities, it's easy. Yeah, so I think that big 9-month lull was the initial punch, and then the fact that Cataclysm was awful was the second punch. I remember being really excited for heroics and, you know, the fact they'd actually require me to play my class well, but that was such a double-edged sword when it was combined with the dungeon tool. I think there should have been, like, normal heroics, which are like normal dungeons, which at max level are just like the ones now. They reward pretty good gear, and then there's one that's kind of heroic. You can't queue for it, it's hard, and you need to do it with like a guild or an organized group. That said, that's pretty much what heroic scenarios have either turned into or are going to turn into. I still think they could be a little bit more sort of needy in the coordination front. Like, I'm okay if you don't need crazy DPS or anything, but what I would like to see is more use of CC and mechanics and that kind of thing. They're doing a good job of it, to be fair. It's getting better, and I like the way there's so much, like, endgame content's very varied, I suppose, which is nice. What can we get from this guy? Probably nothing of interest. Yeah, nothing of interest. We'll just get that and sell it on. Now what to do? Operation Scornful Wrath is a fun quest, actually. Yeah. I'm kind of worried that I may have missed out on these Kaluak quests. I don't know. Don't worry, I will make sure that I do them. Another thing I want to do is transmog this gear into stuff that actually looks Death Knight, because this just looks a little bit stupid on a Death Knight. Actually, I wonder how many quests I've done in here. Let's see, Northrend. Oh, of course, you can't see anymore because of the way they're all, like, shared. Oh, but you can see it for this character, can you? Very confusing. Well, I am Lore Master of Northrend, that's C. Toward the Fjord. Yeah, I've done 67 of 130, so it's nice, there's so many quests here. And I am going to just fully complete Northrend, bar Zuldrak, probably. That's my plan. I really don't like Zuldrak. I don't know why. Sometimes troll zones don't really appeal to me that much, but I actually think this is a good place to end it. Let's end it on something that looks cool. We either can end it at this, or at this. Oh, I like that mountain. You know what? Mount Everest? Fuck you, that one's cooler. It has a lake. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed my random ramblings, and I'll see you next time. Bye.